A distinguished Toastmaster currently serving in the capacity of Area Governor for Area 30 in Division C. Last year, he served as Division Governor for that division. He has been a member of this club since the 70s, a member of an advanced Toastmasters club in Hillsborough County, a charter member of a new club in St. Petersburg, and on 2 separate occasions, a member of the Carlwood Toastmasters Club, which is currently a dual member. The briefing is entitled 7 Habits. After he speaks for 5 minutes, this project calls for a 3-minute session of Q&A from you. Please welcome distinguished Toastmasters John Wolf. 7 Habits.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, raise your hand if you are familiar with Stephen Covey and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Get your hands up if you've read it. All right. 15 million copies of that book have been sold. It's been translated into 28 different languages. 1.5 million copies have been sold in the audio version. So what are those 7 habits? Number 1, be proactive. Number 2, begin with the end in mind. Number 3, put first things first. Number 4, think win-win. Number 5, seek to understand, then to be understood. Number 6, synergize. By that he means a team of people can do much more than one person acting by himself. And 7, sharpen the saw. Always plan on learning and educating yourself. Those are really the habits of highly effective persons. Having been active in this Toastmaster program for quite a long period of time, I began to ask the question, what are the 7 habits, if there are 7 habits, of highly effective Toastmaster clubs? I wanted to know why some clubs never quite resonate. They just don't gain much momentum. So tonight, here are my 7 habits of highly effective Toastmaster clubs. First, there is a consistent order of things at every meeting. Meetings begin on time, sometimes, and hopefully they end on time. There's impromptu speeches, then speeches and evaluations. Some clubs have the speeches, then the impromptu speeches, then evaluations. It doesn't matter which way, there's a consistency of the order of things, and when guests come to those meetings, they believe that things aren't being planned on the spur of the moment. Number 2, there's an abundance of laughter, joy, humor. What does that up to? Fun. Fun's the word. Number 3, there's a commitment from 4 members of Toastmasters to go beyond confident communication. Confident communication is not enough. There's a lot more to the program, and they know it. There are 75 other types of speeches that people can practice here in Toastmasters. There's a series of better speaker speeches. There's a series of better club speeches. And core members know this, and they participate in those programs. Number 4, the leaders, I mean those people who are voted in to lead the club, have an attitude that is all in. They have an attitude that says, we support the club. We're not just going to say that there is going to be a contest in 3 weeks. We're going to participate in the contest. They don't just say the club's going to have a day at the races. They're there at the races. Not everybody, but a lot of the people are there at the races. They know that they have to be all in, and to lead, in order to lead, you have to be out front. There's a sense of camaraderie. We know it, we feel it, we sense it. When this club ends its meeting, oftentimes people take longer to get out of here because of that camaraderie than it took when I went to a spring training baseball game and there were 10,000 people leaving the stadium. It takes a half an hour before people finally leave this meeting because of that sense of camaraderie. Another of the clubs has what they call afterwards, and they meet afterwards in a local pub or a restaurant. That's camaraderie, and that's what makes the club go. Achievements, number 6, achievements are celebrated and acknowledged. It's so important that achievements are celebrated. And number 7, there is a willingness from core members to stretch beyond their comfort zone. Core members in the club, people are willing to become an area governor. People are willing to become a club coach. People are willing to go beyond and serve on district committees and be postmaster at contest events. That willingness is part of what makes a highly effective club. These habits are ingredients: order, fun, commitment, attitude, camaraderie, achievement, willingness. They all add up to one simple word. I know what you're thinking. What is the acronym? Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Off cat call. Off cat call. Off cat call leads to highly effective clubs. Now I entertain, and I have 3 minutes to entertain questions. Tiffany.
How do your 7 habits align with the President's Distinguished Toastmaster Club program?
I'm glad you asked that because they align perfectly. They align perfectly. There are 10 things that people need to do. Many of them are educational. Getting through the first manual, going beyond the first manual to other manuals, being at the Leadership Institute, and being a speaker at the Leadership Institute, and making sure that fundamental things are completed. I think that they align very, very well. Yes, Barbara?
What do you do if you have some members that are, they participate in a lot of things, they're very valuable members, but they will not go past and learn more by doing that?
Yeah, we have at least 1 or 2 people. You just pick them out of the club. No question about it. There are core members and there are other members, all of whom add value to the club. And the more you can seize on the value of those people who said, I went through the basic manual and I'm not going to go farther, but I'm going to be here and I'm going to contribute and I'm going to participate in what this club does to make it better. Yes.
What do you recommend as far as a new Toastmasters member getting involved? What do you think they should do first?
The first thing you should do is to give a icebreaker speech, of course. However, I think it's so important that they stay on track from the very beginning. They don't wait. Don't wait to give your icebreaker. Give it the next meeting or give it 2 meetings later. But get on board fast. And when you're there, you want to stay on board and you want to let people know, I'm willing to speak. Because so often people get off the schedule and they're not back on it for 6 or 8 weeks. That really hurts new members. Because they say, I'm not prepared, I'll wait until my next term. Your next term is 3 months later. That hurts new members. You've got to get them out of that cycle. Jim.
Dr. Morse, where does the real role of mentor fit into off-kakala?
I think that all new members should be indoctrinated in off-kakala. I think they should understand exactly what part and role they play in making sure that this club is highly effective, that it stays that way. So, Paul.
Is there a dictionary definition for club? And how does it compare to your usage of the word?
I have not noticed, I've not actually studied the dictionary definition, but I'm sure there is one. They haven't asked me yet. Webster probably will come around and ask that issue in the very near future. Any other questions? Yes, Paul.
John, I'm not sure you've done any research or you have any recommendations, but recently looking to overlap of the values and going more into the timing and the particular day of the week that the meeting happens. I've noticed that once the club intervenes forward to the beginning of the week, and for example, I have a hard time finding the best of club that we have Friday. Do you have any recommendations for a new club? What would be the most ideal date out of the week of the house?
Ironically, we have clubs that meet Saturday in the morning and are highly effective. We have clubs that meet at noontime. The largest club in the district has 70 members. They meet at 12 noon. So it doesn't matter, except Friday night is probably the worst time, for sure, because everybody has so many other activities. It's a club decision. The pub needs to consider what all the ramifications are and where the majority of the people feel comfortable. But yes.
Compared with other clubs that you have seen, visited, or been member of, what are Tampa Toastmasters 1810 strengths?
Our members, we have such a good core of members. There are two groups. We have lots of new people who come in and they're trying to find their way. We have the core group of members who've been here for a year or 2 years, over here, left, came back, like Tiffany and others who followed that same track. And then we have the officer group who are largely newer members. So we've got both of those groups, and the strength of this club is in how the core group makes sure that this club is simply not going to fail. Abundantly important. The red light has come on, and now it's on. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, I don't believe it's a coincidence, and I don't think it's magic that some clubs soar, some struggle, and some fail. Highly effective clubs sustain themselves with habits that ensure success.